I just want to be clear right from the start here. I have no personal interest in the FIFA franchise. I don't follow traditional sports. I don't play soccer games. Nothing against them. It's just I don't play them. So personally, I am not upset about this situation, but I can understand why fans would be, and I do think the situation in and of itself is really embarrassing and frustrating. So I felt like I had to do a quick video about it. Earlier today, EA did their EA Play event, which they were doing in place of a traditional E3 press conference, but EA Play pretty much did the same thing, except it took a lot longer. They took longer looks at their various games, and obviously they talked about FIFA 20, and they showed off some fancy trailers, and they talked about the new gameplay mechanics that are going on in there, and tweaks, and there's some sort of, it's called Volta Football, which is, or soccer, football, whatever, which is like more of a street style game, which they've done in the past, but they're bringing that mode back. Except it doesn't seem that any of that stuff is going to be on the Switch version. Yes, there is a Switch version of the game, but it is seriously the last line in EA's press release about FIFA 20 today, and I think that speaks a lot for what they're doing with it. The line says, EA Sports FIFA 20 Legacy Edition will also be available September 27th on Switch. Now, what does Legacy Edition mean? Well, EA didn't bother to put out any other information other than that one line in their press release. That's it. But EA has put out legacy editions of their games before, and we can take a look at that to get some information. So usually legacy editions of games are what come out like for previous generation platforms. So like for a while there you had the the PS4 version of FIFA whatever, and that same like numbered year would come out on the PS3 as well, but it was very pared back. It was pretty much the same game, just with some minor tweaks. So they've done it with FIFA before, so some would imagine that it's going to be the same case with FIFA 20 on Switch. EA has a fact that says what is included in a Legacy Edition game. This is a fact for FIFA 19. And it says, a Legacy Edition of EA Sports FIFA includes all the great gameplay, game modes, and features included in the previous year's product, but with updated kits and squads for the new football season. In other words, it's the same game. It's something that they could really do through just updating FIFA 19. If anybody owns FIFA 19, they could just have all this content, it's not even content, all these stat tweaks and stuff like that updated, and they could call it FIFA 20, but obviously they're not going to do that because people wouldn't keep buying FIFA 19. They're going to go out to the store and see FIFA 20 on the shelves and pick it up that way, and then when they get home they're going to be like, oh my god, this is almost exactly the same presentation, the same mechanics, the same everything, except, updated player rosters. EA has been doing this for years, so it's not really surprising, but I guess it's not surprising either that they're doing it with the Switch. But it's just crazy to me that after we've had 2 years of FIFA on the Switch, and now EA's like, well, that's it for us. We're gonna fart out the same edition we did last year, and we're not hiding it. We're calling it the Legacy Edition, and fans know what that means. So they barely had any Switch support as it is, and now the latest FIFA, they're just like, nah, we're not even gonna bother with any of this new content, really. These new features and things we showed off for the other versions, we're just gonna do the exact same version we did last time, because obviously that's gonna maximize profits, because there's a lot less work going on here, and they feel that putting that work into the Switch version just isn't worth their time. Now, sports games fans have complained about games, yearly sports games for a while now, saying they're just basically roster updates and blah, 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 blah. I'm not getting into that debate, but when it does come to FIFA 20 on the Switch, I mean, that's exactly what's going on here. They really don't seem to care one bit. And if you watched the rest of EA's press conference, as far as I could tell, they announced nothing for Switch other than FIFA 20. There were some indie titles in there that are doing 3 different indie games with their EA Originals label, and we don't have all the information on that yet, but the press release that I got, at least when it mentioned platform supported for these games, the Switch was not included, so there's still some hope for one of those games there, but as of right now, FIFA 20 is it for EA and the Switch. Who knows, maybe they'll show something during the Direct, it's certainly possible, but We've been here before. I am both completely surprised that EA is doing this and not surprised at all. As I said, I am not a sports fan. I had no intention of playing FIFA to begin with, but just the fact that EA is doing this has me so unbelievably frustrated. I don't understand why EA is doing this. As I've talked about in my last video, I feel that they flat out lied because EA has said, we go where the gamers are. We're going to see how the Switch is doing and if it gets adopted by players, and then we'll adjust our support. That's not true. That's simply not true. And FIFA 20 on the Switch being a Legacy Edition goes to show that it's so far opposite of the truth. They're doing less with the games that they're putting out on the system, and the FIFA games on Switch before were already lesser versions of the other platform options. So it's just crazy. They're not like I don't know. I don't even know what to say. I'm exasperated by it all, and this is from someone who doesn't play sports games. I have to get a face-to-face interview with someone at EA to talk about this stuff because I really feel like they need to be held accountable. Like, just give a straight answer about all this stuff. Explain what's going on, and show them the comments that were made in the past and how they simply weren't true. But that's something to work towards for the future. For now, I'd like to know what you guys think about this FIFA 20 Legacy Edition situation on Switch. Vent your frustrations in the comments below, because I'm sure that's how most of you are going to feel. That's it for today's video. With E3 going on, who the hell knows how many videos I'm going to do. There could be like 5 a day. I don't know. It all depends on what happens. But I'll certainly be seeing you with another video, and I'm sure it will be soon. So until then, have a lovely day and a lovely evening. And I'll see you in a few short hours.